The best thing to do for nerves is preparedness. By prepared, I mean write a speech, keep rewriting it, keep perfecting it. And I know you're doing that. I know you've got that covered. And then practice your speech. And by practice your speech, I mean read it out loud and read it out loud as many times as you can because that's muscle memory. It's shooting free throws. It's literal muscle memory, the same as any other sport. Or think of it as dancing. The first time you try a new step, it's kind of awkward, but the more times you do it and the more times you do it, it just comes out more naturally. And also, while you're practicing your speech, keep revising it, keep tweaking it. Best way to deliver a speech to me is to make it very conversational. So as you're reading it out loud, if you feel like you sound like a Hallmark card or it just doesn't sound like you, keep tweaking it. Just adjust it because you'll find yourself paraphrasing your speech. Rewrite the speech or tweak the speech so that it's on the page the same as it's coming out of your mouth. That's going to help you. When you go to print out your speech, use a big font. Sounds silly, but use a big font, 16, 18. If you use a big font, and you make sure that you separate the paragraphs that you have, like have each thought be its own paragraph and have some white space around those paragraphs. So that way, when you're reading your speech, so when you're sitting there or standing there, you can make eye contact with people, look back down at your speech, even without your glasses. I have my stuff written so big, I haven't used my reading glasses yet, but you'll find your spot. And finding your spot makes it because if you don't find your spot, you sort of go, and any momentum you've built or any confidence that you've built for yourself just evaporates immediately, even though the audience could care less. But to you, it's going to feel like forever. Also, don't drink too much. Like, have one drink, save the drinks, the real drinks for afterwards, make it your reward. It's a coordination thing. It's the same reason you're not supposed to drive when you drink. You feel like you do it better, you don't. So if you have to have a little liquid courage, have one drink, but don't have more than that. If you really want to relax yourself, go take a minute before it's time to give the speech. We'll find out exactly when you're going to give the speech from the wedding coordinator or the planner, whoever it is. Know when you're going to give your speech so that you can kind of emotionally prepare for it. I mean, literally, it'll be the appetizers, then that kind of thing. So you know when it's coming and you don't have to be sort of hyper aware. And about 15 minutes before that, just go into the lobby, go into the men's room, wherever you have to go, and just take 10 deep breaths. And it sounds silly, but you really will center yourself a little bit.